Hello, welcome to John's Author Diary for the weekend in March 6th, 2022. I've had a crazy busy week. I've carried on writing Trial of Thieves, so I'm nearly at the midpoint now, a few scenes away, definitely a few things going on, a lot of tension, a lot of bickering, a few things that have been set are about to flip and just go wrong, so that is always a good point in a book for me. I love the midpoint. I know there's a lot of authors who are like, oh, I hate right in the middle. It's like, no, this is the point where everything flips, where there's a big game changer coming. So I always like to write towards the midpoint as a big point in the book. So I got the prequel back to the Ravenglass Legends. So this is going to be my next series. I know I need to finish the Dawn of Assassin series, but I've got this one done. I don't know if you remember me saying way back that this is one that came to me in a dream. This whole kind of series, well, at least the first novel, came to me fully formed in my head. So I'm going to write that. I've also got this prequel now, so I can sit on that now. And then when the first book's ready, I will obviously get that out to people on my newsletter and give it away for free. Hopefully get people interested in the series. So it is set probably about 800 years before the events of the Ravenglass Chronicles, something like that. So, you know, it's definitely got an older feel, and it kind of, my wife said it's got like a bit of a bridge between my Dawn of Assassins and Ravenglass Chronicles stuff. So there's a lot of the stuff that people seem to like about both those series, and obviously it's a very in the past prequel. So there will be stuff in that series that kind of links, and there is a main character from the Ravenglass Chronicles that makes an appearance. So you should probably be able to guess who that is, as it's a non-human character. Last weekend, I took part in the Association of Speakers Club's West Pennine speech competition, and I won. So I got first prize. So all the coaching and everything that I've been doing with public speaking, I did a speech and I won a prize. So I've got a trophy that, you know, I think you can probably crush a small dog with it. Not that I would want to, but no, that was cool. That was very cool. You know, I don't usually go for competitions and things like that, but you know, I thought, whatever, let's do it. See how far I can get. So that means that on Sunday this week, I'll be traveling down to Preston and taking part in the Northwest competition. So no doubt the competition will be tougher because obviously it's people from the different areas in the Northwest who have won their respective competitions. So also this week, I got on TikTok. Now, I say I'm on TikTok. What I mean is my wife is doing my TikTok. And what she's doing, and it's quite fun to be honest, is she seems to be interrupting me when I'm doing my work, saying, hey, John, and asking me some random questions about what I'm doing. So it's fun, and it's probably a bit less stilted maybe than some of these videos, you know, because obviously I like my wife, I like talking to her, and you know, it's more natural, more back and forth, so that's good. I also took part in a Q&A this week on a Facebook Live on the Fantasy Sci-Fi Focus Facebook group. So this was cool, answered a bunch of questions, got to read the story. So if you're listening to this on a podcast, you will be able to hear that after this. If you're watching on YouTube, then just look at my other videos and it will be there. I soft launched a new podcast. So if you're an author, you might be interested in this. This is called the Indie Author Mastermind. So it's let me see, what would you call it? A multi-platform podcast video. So I'm everywhere. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, podcast. So it's in lots of places, and I'm hoping to build up that audience. So if you can help me out by subscribing to Indie Author Mastermind on Facebook, so just hit like on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Indie Author Mastermind. That would be awesome. In terms of reading, I finished the Tourneyman trilogy by Robin Hobb. Really enjoyed that series. Not sure if I'm going to read any more in that. I think I read the last kind of trilogy of those three trilogies, whatever you'd call that, not too long ago. So all the story is still fresh in my head. So I think I'm just going on to other stuff now. I read I don't know what you'd call it. It's kind of quasi-fiction, non-fiction, pseudo-science. I don't know. But I read a book called Morning of the Magicians, which was from the 1960s. And it's about esotericism and occultism and things like that. Now, I know a lot of the stuff in there is, let's say, inaccurate, not true, but doesn't matter. It's all story fuel for me. So really enjoyed that. Bit wacky at points and a bit out there, but definitely worth reading if you're into that kind of thing. I'm also about halfway through a book called Character by Robert Mckee. So he's what do you call him, like a film doctor, a script doctor, I think he is. I think that's what he does, but he's an expert on story. Now, I've really enjoyed his other books. He did one called Story, one called Dialogue, did this new one called Character. So I'm really into that. I'm just trying to work out what his next book would be. I think he's basically running out of different things to talk about. But yeah, his series of stuff is definitely recommended, even if you're not writing screenplays and things like that. So next week, carry on with Trial of Thieves. I've got a few interviews to do, kind of podcasts and blogs and things like that. So hopefully more on that soon. And then I'm just doing stuff with this indie author mastermind. I'm trying to get a video out every day at the moment. Some of them I've recorded a while ago, but irrelevant. So I'm just putting those up on the feed. And then I'm just going to try and arrange doing interviews with other authors who are really good at something very specific. So if you're an author and you're very good at something very specific, let me know. So that'll be great. So until next time, cheerio.